Hey everyone, welcome back to the stream. If you're new here, my name's Max, I'm the developer of Hydroneer, and this is the new game I'm working on called Radio Silent. If you just bear with me for a second, I'm just gonna throw out a few announcements, get everything set up for the stream. How are we all doing today? It's Tuesday, 8 PM as usual here in the UK. Every single week I do these streams where I go into Magic of Voxel and I create some assets for the game. If you guys didn't know, Radio Silent is a game set in an entirely destructible world. Last week I started on a tank but didn't get very far because, I don't know, I just had a really bad day on Magic of Voxel. But it's all good, we're back now, and I think it's going to be a good one. Let me know how I'm sounding as well, if the music's coming through, if I'm not too loud, too quiet, what have you. Oh, I think the music's just changed, so give that a sec. But yeah, so off stream I made a really cool tank, and then I'm ready to kind of finish it off a little bit today and also start on a new one. How about now? The music just kicked in, you might hear it, might not, we'll see. Let me know. But yeah, how are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. If it's your first time here, let us know. It's always good to see some new people. But yeah, we'll get started in a second. Just gonna keep setting some things up. Yeah. Okay, cool. Cars and background noise. That's never good, is it? Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll see if I can sort that out. Shouldn't be too bad. Let's see. We're set with NVIDIA Broadcast, so it shouldn't be too bad, but yeah, that might have just been the song, to be honest. But we'll figure that out later. If there's still cars and stuff in the background, then just let me know later on and I'll sort it out. So yeah, basically what I did in the end was I finished off the tank that we're working on off stream, and I can show you that guys up today as well. And then I think what we'll do is we'll just start another tank. In fact, you can see it in this the title of the thumbnail of the video. You can see it, but I'll show you it in a bit. And then we're going to be working on a bit of a bigger tank this time, more of like a medium to large tank. That one that I made earlier was just a kind of like a small tank. But yeah, hey guys, welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining us. So how about let's get started. So you can see here over in this pink and orange thing, this is kind of like the guide that I made just to figure out what the sizes of different things and what the tank would actually look like. I didn't really follow it to plan as much as I kind of kept working on it because it just didn't really work out. I haven't done a tank before, and also last week I had just taken like 2 weeks off of doing any Magicka, and I was a little bit rusty. So off stream I finished it, and you can see here this is our nice little tank. It's not completely finished. I think there's some more details. We could put some nice like graphics on there like you've got here on the plane. Maybe we could put on similar signage, but overall very happy with how it came out. I think it looks pretty terrific. There's also an interior here as well. You can see it's like the turret gun. It's quite tight, but and then you've got one seat here and then one seat here with the little window. Flame was asking if I can compare it with one of your tanks. I don't really have it. I have any to hand. Maybe I'll do it another time, maybe on another stream. But you can kind of compare it to another car and also to a person right here. You can kind of see the scaling sizes. So yeah, I think we need a bigger tank. You know, this one's only a good medium. So yeah. Bogdan is asking, do I have an estimate release date for Hydroneer multiplayer? Not right now. As soon as I know the release date, I will let everyone know on my Twitter or Discord or in a YouTube video. All the links for the Twitter and the Discord are in the description of this video. Yeah, it looks a lot better. If any of you guys were here on the last stream, you would have known how bad that last tank was. I'm pretty happy with this one. It's a nice... I was going for like a medium tank, but it kind of turned out to be more of a small tank. So we're just going to have a light tank here. But yeah, let's basically start anew. We also had that awful tank turret that I made here, which really does not look good. So we're going to just ignore that. I got a few more little assets here. I think what would be, references here. I think what would be nice if I make like one of these like Panzer IVs. They had these like big plated armor on the side. I think that looks kind of cool. Maybe we should do that. But anyway, I want to draw like a nice little outline of the tank first and then work on the rest of it. Alrighty. So what we're going to do is we got the boat as well up here and the other boat. We've got loads of cars and everything. So everything's kind of going on in this scene. So yeah, what we're going to do is I want to move this over here so I can kind of get a reference for scale. Because I think this new tank has to be a bit bigger than this old one here. Let's get that as tight as possible. Okay. So I think first thing we want to do is figure out like how big that wheel size should be. I think it will be kind of similar, maybe longer if anything, and then like taller. So let's kind of go for something along those lines. What might be useful actually is if we, what if we just grab this? This might be a good idea. Actually no. Okay, we're gonna try it the first way, and if not, then I'm gonna just copy and paste this and then kind of like adjust it and make it a bit bigger. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, this is our little material set you can see here on the left side, and each category is kind of like how much durability that material has. So you can see up on the top we've got like foliage and fabrics and stuff, so that's like really weak materials. And then over down here at the bottom we've got like tier 4 super hard metals, and yeah, pretty much just metals in there for now. Tier 3 is more for like bricks and lighter metal and a bit of landscapey stuff too, yeah. And then tier 2 is where you'd find wood. So yeah, that's basically just like a little explanation about when you're in game, your bullets might not be able to penetrate some of this nice tier 4 metal right here because it's a tank, right? So yeah, that's how that works. Right, let's start it off. I'm gonna do a red color. What I think would be nice is if we got one of these side views. Yeah, we do. Right, what are we gonna go for here? Let's take. I like this one. This Tiger 2. Yeah. So we can see here we've got like a bit of a steeper incline at the front, and then at the back it's like way more of a kind of sloped. And then I think what we'll do is we'll make it so it follows this one line here, if you can just about see that. I think that will kind of be what we'll do. So yeah, let's start over here. Nope, don't like that so far. Kind of got a faker. Got to fake this kind of roundedness by yeah, if you've ever made anything round in something like Minecraft or whatever, you'll kind of know what I'm trying to talk about right here. Okay, quite like the size already. It's quite a bit taller. It's at least 2 blocks taller, I think. It's alright, we're not making the actual real life tank, so it doesn't matter if it's a little bit too big. Trying to figure out what this thing should look like up here. That is quite big. I mean, yeah, we could check out this one, but I don't really like how the tracks do this. I kind of like it when they're like a bit more straighter. But yeah, we will just check it out and see what we're doing. I'm not really happy with that so far, so I'm just going to start on the back. So let's move this guy a bit more forward. And if you guys didn't know as well, I am actually doing voxel submissions as well. So if you want to see something added into the actual game, head over to the Discord and in the information channel. You can check out some cool stuff where you can submit models, and then on these streams, I'm going to go through them and review them. We haven't done it in a while, just haven't had a lot of responses recently, which is fine. People are busy, but yeah, if you want to add something into this video game, might be a quite cool opportunity. That's almost good. I quite like it. I almost like it. Let me move this back a tiny bit. Realistically, it needs to be higher up, so like that. Speaking of that, can we have access to some furniture to make some coherent interiors? Yeah, I could do like a little furniture pack. The trouble is though, is that then everyone would be using it. Because that's the problem, is like if everyone's just using the same furniture, then everything's gonna look pretty boring. I try and like make new tables whenever I make like a building. I always try and just like make my own custom table. What might be better is if I made like a guide to how to make the smaller furniture and stuff. Like if I say like, okay, yeah, a seat usually looks good if it's this high, and if, you know, whatever. With maybe some like photographic kind of stuff rather than actually providing the files. That might kind of entice people to be a bit more creative with it. But yeah, I'll think about it. I'll let you guys know about that one in the Discord server. Already struggling with the tracks. Jesus Christ. Okay, what we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it the other way. We're gonna do it the other way. Remember how I was saying how I'm just gonna make this one bigger? We're just gonna do that. So let's copy this. Let's grab this, get rid of that. Okay, right. So what we want to do with this is we want to make it bigger and longer. Really hate when Magic does that. It just kind of like, sometimes I think if you do like an action while moving, then it kind of makes you move automatically. It's really annoying. Okay, right. So what we'll do is, let's go for height first. Let's just make it look really like kind of fat. So I think if we do something like this, I'm going to move it up in an odd number. I mean, to be honest, look at that. That already looks like it probably could work. Just need more length now. I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, that looks good to me. Looks beefier. Maybe it needs to be a bit longer. Yeah, that's pretty good. Hey, welcome to the stream, guys. Thanks for joining. Okay, cool. So we got that sorted. So let's work on some more of these coggy things. I think realistically, it's quite hard to actually make any of these cool-looking cogs. So, oh, Seth, yeah, I remember you. You made a tank. I'm pretty sure recently, right? Yeah, the inside takes a while. I kind of just made it up though, for the most part. The inside, like, kind of just faked it and kind of guessed what it might look like inside. For me, it's like the shape, and the turret was also a bit of a pain to do. Yeah, didn't really enjoy doing the turret. I also have a really cool update for you guys as well. Remember how I was saying how we couldn't actually get around to doing the world just yet? And actually placing all these assets in the world? Well, I have been speaking with Firenaz, the developer of the Voxel plugin, our Lord and Savior, and he has informed me and shown me, and I actually played around with it, the new version of the plugin. So we do have a new version coming very soon. It's not quite ready to go just yet. He's still got like some improvements to make on it before we can jump into it. But very, very soon we'll be actually putting these models into the world and starting to shape the world of Radio Silent. And I could not be happier. You know, I've been waiting for it for a long time. But, you know, as I said, he's a busy man. And yeah, it's getting there. So, yeah, hopefully soon in one of these next devlogs, dev streams, yeah, we'll be getting to that. And I hope you guys are excited about that as I am, because it's going to be freaking awesome to actually place all this stuff that we've been doing for the last few months, all that work, being actually able to put that in the world. I'm super excited about it. Right, and what's this thing going to look like? Let's... Could just do like a... Ooh. That looks pretty good. See if this will fit. It might not fit actually. Might have to kind of make the tracks a bit smaller. Oh yeah, looks like we might have to. This side is... Why is that not fitting? Is that not on an even... Oh yeah, it's not on an even... Sorry, it's even. I mean, I think this part's got to come up. Okay, we got our first problem. Right. Is this going to work? I think what we need to do is actually just draw the circle out in here. See, that fits almost perfectly, but it doesn't fit here at the bottom. So this is the front as well, actually, I should probably mention. Okay, that's much better. Actually, that works just fine there. We can have a little bit of a gap. Yeah. Okay, that's cool, that's cool. And you know what? There was actually another thing I wanted to bring up, and that's, so you know how in the builder's guide, it tells you that you can't build like this with diagonals. Like this wouldn't actually work. Well, we're thinking about changing the software so this would actually count as something that's completely connected together. So that means we can get like a lot better detail levels. I haven't confirmed it just yet. I want to actually get the code working fully in that kind of way before we start looking into it. But it's something that we might be adding into the future. So keep your eyes peeled on that one. Just because I think that would be quite interesting. buildings look cooler and stuff. And then we can add in more detail and shit into the world. Right, let's throw this... Hold on, have I just... God damn it. I've just realised this is not... This isn't actually proper. It's meant to look like that. So that and that. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, exactly. We can make just like so much, because I always wanted it for things like mesh netting and stuff. You know, if you've got like this cool camo netting, right? You could do something like this. But yeah, so don't build like that just yet. Let me confirm it properly. Yeah, I wanted something like that, you know, where you could have like camo netting. But yeah, let me confirm it, and I will put. I'm sure I'll put out like a little announcement, or at least I'll just talk about it in the Discord so you guys can do that. And I'll probably make a few other changes. You can see here actually, there's some colors. Oh, actually no, it's not even in this set. There you go. There's some new colors in. Let me also import the new note. Yeah, so we've got colored brick here as well. So yeah, there are a few new things that I need to actually update the builder's guide with. So I will do that when I figure out if we can actually have that new building style. But yeah, so just don't do it just yet. Right. We need to actually attach like that. Right, and then another one. Cool. Right, okay, so that's the like side coggy parts done. I think we need to grab some of this. Oh, let's not do that. We'll put in a few of these. Yeah, that looks okay. And then some of these on the top, if they'll fit in. Oh, that's not going to fit there. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. If we can get... No, we can't. We'll put like a 3 gap. And then another 3 gap. Maybe a small roller down at the bottom. I think this would look really neat if they're like, these top ones are like in between them. Almost. This one kind of needs to be up that one level over there, I think. Yeah, they're not really like those rollers, are they? What if we got... We got any images? Yeah, I suppose you get like these kind of rollers. So maybe we just need loads of wheels on the bottom and then just like 3 rollers on top. Okay, right. Let's make these with 1 gap in between them. Because these are just meant to look like proper like heavy duty versions of these smaller ones here. So obviously those are the big ones there. So I feel like we should just make this tank track bigger just for the sake of being able to chuck a couple more of them in here. Let's make it bigger from here. One, 2, 3, I think we'll do it. Yeah, I'm excited to make a bigger tank as well, because the last one just didn't turn out as big as I would hope it was. Obviously it turned out to be like a small tank, but yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. It would be nice though to make an actual big tank, and if this one turns out to be a small tank again, I'm gonna be so freaking pissed off at myself. But it should be fine. It should be alright. Okay, so how do we do these small rollers now then? Because obviously the smart option would be like, okay, yeah, do like this thing, but that's gonna be a bit too big. The next one down is kind of just a square. Yeah, I mean, you can tell this wheelbase is already going to be bigger, so that's at least exciting. Okay, let's just go with squares for now. Let's put one there, and then one back here. This guy needs to be a bit more full. I kind of like him there, though. Maybe we'll put 4 in. Yep, that's good to me. Okay, right. So now what we need to do is take our tracks here and copy and paste them. And then this one needs to get flipped, I think on the X, no, on the Y. Yeah, cool. So now we've got our tank, our tracks done. Now we just need to figure out how wide this thing's going to be, and this is something that I'll probably be like playing around with the entire time I'm making this, because as I start to make that body, this tank track might look a bit different. We can also make it the tank tracks wider as well if we need to. I think right now 3 is actually all right. I know it's the same as that one, but so I'm thinking maybe like that. Have we got any we don't have any top-down views of tanks. No. Let me see if I can quickly just grab one. Top-down view German World War II tanks. I want something with loads of tanks so we can kind of get an idea of the scale. I can find loads of different ones, but I can't actually find. There's some from some video games here I'm looking at, but on my other monitor. But okay, we've got this one, which is actually pretty decent. I know it's American tanks. You can probably just about see it. Yeah, you can just about see that. There we go. Right. Get rid of that. We got this one. This one's way better. And it's vertical as well. Okay. There's no small tank in that, though. A Tiger 1 is a small tank, isn't it? Any tank nerds in the chat? I still love the German names for tanks, just like, you know. Right. Okay. So it looks like the wheelbase or the width of the vehicle doesn't actually get that much bigger. So I think we might actually be on for a winner with this kind of size here. You got one in Discord? Okay, hold on. Let me load up Discord. Yeah, I mean, I wanted a scale one like I've got here, but it's all right. We've got one now, but thanks anyway for the suggestion. Oh, and this is actually a really nice little image as well that you've posted. Let me put that in here. This is just from the Discord server. If you guys aren't on the Discord server, it's in Discord. It's in the description below. And I'm thinking about maybe having a separate Discord to the Hydroneer one as well. So maybe we'll do that in the future. Who knows? Maybe when like the next devlog comes out, I might make an announcement being like, hey, this is actually a new server for that Discord. Hey, Soup Levi. Hey, AT Golden, how's it going? I'm just making a tank. Making a few little tanks. based off of German tanks, but pretty much our own custom design. We've got a nice bit of artistic license on this. You know what? I think I might actually go darker on these parts. Oh yeah, that's nicer. It looks kind of cooler from the inside as well. Okay, so next up what we need to do is make the actual base of the tank. And that is going to be a little bit difficult because that's the bit that I started to struggle with last week. If you guys were here, I was almost in tears by the end of the stream. No, it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't great. So I'm going to try and kind of copy the characteristics of how I made this tank and then go about it the same sort of way, and then obviously make a bit of difference on the top. I quite like how I did all this thing, and if you even peel back this layer right here, you can see the engine that I made inside. It's not the nicest looking engine, but in fact, hold on, we're gonna go another layer down. So you can see here, there's like this cool little engine here, and there's some like radiators on either side. And then all of that kind of links up, and I made this weird framework to kind of go around it, like a big roll cage looking thing. I seem exhausted. I'm just doing me today. Yeah, no, I'm not too bad, to be honest. I was drinking last night, but it's okay. Right. So what are we doing here? We could also do one of them like tiny little turrets as well, like one of these things. They look kind of cool, but now I think we'll go for just like a standard barrel length on this guy. Got this tiny little thing. This is a nice little diagram. This is also a pretty cool one. So yeah, anyway, let's find, is there a Panzer IV on this one? Yeah, right here. Okay, so we've got kind of like ramp and then this metal bar thing. Oh, should we make this one like army colored? I think we should. I think we should make it like this browny color. Maybe even come up with a new kind of tan-ish color that we can use for it. Maybe like 2 variants of tan. So yeah, let's just start with this little green. And so where does it start here? It's kind of like here. Yeah, I'd say that. And then say maybe like there. You can kind of come off. And then you can see here we've got like a really like just flat angle there. So we'll just make that like this. This is the bit where I really started losing my marbles on that last stream. So, oh god, that was such a horrible moment when I kind of realized like, oh, I don't actually know what I'm doing. Right, so let's see what this looks like. Not bad. Not bad at all. And then we can add more kind of detail on it on a bit later on. I quite like these little tow bar things here. I think that big metal plate bar looks quite cool as well. So maybe we'll paint a nice big fat bar on the front. Could kind of grab some, maybe something like that. I'm not really sure about this green color, so I'm just going to switch back to, in fact, we'll go like blue, because then we can at least, what am I doing? And then we can at least change it, because if I put it to gray, it's going to be harder to fill color because there's too many other things going on. You know what I like? I like this little hook thing here, but I think it would be better if it was recessed in like that. Maybe down one. Yeah, we like that. Cool. All right, we're getting there. I mean, it can be any color really. I mean, yeah, we've obviously got that purpley kind of color. Maybe we can make it with that. What did I make this one with? I made that one with very. Oh shit! Yeah, what am I doing? We're not even in the right metal. Yeah, so we've got to be working in tier 4 because obviously this is a tank and it uses a nice hard metal. Okay, so what do we got? So it kind of goes up, along, down, and then ramped in like that. And then we're going to do the turret last because that's the kind of bit where I got caught up on the first thing. So yeah, I think we should do that last. But maybe we should do the back of the tank. I got some cool images as well of backs of tanks. So in fact, you know what we should do is this part. This was, I think, what kind of helped me last time was making this bit. It does feel very large and like quite wide right now, so maybe we should actually tuck it in a bit. I'm thinking, hold on, we got to make sure we're actually on an odd number of blocks as well. So that's 28, so we actually need to come in by at least 3. So let's just grab that. But yeah, has anyone been doing any Magicka recently? I freaking love this program, you know, like it's such a fun thing to just be able to do this as like, not just as a job, but just like, I don't know, as like a thing to do, you know. I'd find like if I wasn't actually doing this game right now, then I'd probably still do this as like a nice little hobby because I just find it really nice and relaxing. So yeah, let me know if you guys are using Magicka for anything, you know. Maybe you got your own game you're doing as well, that'd be cool. If anyone is working on any games, I'm always open to checking them out. We could even check them out on stream, you know, if you're working on something and you got some images to share. So something I noticed as well is you've always got this inside face here. The track is never exposed on this front part. Center of the tank can use symmetry tool. I don't really like symmetry tool. Yeah, the interface for this program is really nice because it's so simple. I think that really like helps you be able to actually make things for sure. So did you guys check out the most recent devlog that went live the other day? What was it, yesterday when it went live? Or the day before? What day is it today? The 22nd. Yeah, so it's 2 days ago when that video went live. But yeah, what do you guys think about it? I had fun making it. The new weapons in Radio Silent look pretty damn awesome. We threw out all the old ones that we did because we wanted some brand new ones, and they look a lot nicer this time. Quite like this right here. Yeah, I like those exposed. Some tanks have got exposed tracks. Like I think it's the British tank, the Churchill. I think that's got exposed tracks. Like so you can see the tracks from the top down. And that looks really cool. I think it's the Churchill. It's either the Churchill or the Crocodile, or it's both those tanks. I can't remember. Right, how does it look on the back? Has it still got that? Yes, it does. We could also actually have a gap here as well. I mean, like, if you look at that, there's actually a gap. Although we're going to be doing this side panel, so it doesn't really matter too much. We won't have a gap. We'll have a gap later on if we need to, but... it's alright, Flame Wars, I appreciate it, but I think I'm just going to go off and kind of work by myself now without too many references. Sometimes the references can kind of clog up your brain a bit too much. But thanks anyway. Are you one of the creators? The creators of what, exactly? Yeah, look at that big old fatty side panel. I like it. Although it is going to be a shame. We've literally done all this work now on making these tracks look nice. But yeah, we got to do it. I'm just going to do it brown for a second. And then make it not brown after. Just so I can copy and paste it a bit easier. So it looks like angle, flat, 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 flat. Very slight slope, steep angle. And then kind of a little bit wavy, to be honest, but that might just be damaged. Oh yeah, I'd love to see that ship when it's finally done. Yeah, I am one of the developers of Hydroneer. I created Hydroneer, and now there's a few of us working on it. Okay, so it looks like there's actually a diagonal line here that kind of goes up from there. So let's actually work with that. Something like that, maybe. And then kind of, yeah, something like this. How far does it go to the back? It kind of goes about here. Before then shooting straight up and then a bit further back, so to about there, I'd say. Maybe something like this. And then we can kind of go. Like that. This guy's got to go back a bit. And I'm thinking maybe something like that would look quite cool. Nice. And then maybe some like stripes in it as well to really like signify that it's a panel. I think in a lot of these things you can see here it's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 segments. Are you one of the creators of Minecraft? Bro, no. Can't tell if this guy's trolling me or if he's actually asking me a legit question. Question is, are you one of the developers of Minecraft, you know? Right, I like that. So let's just use a completely different color and paint in some lines. So how many lines we're gonna need? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good for a first try, if I'm honest. And then we can just fill this in. Like that. Pretty neat. What do we go? What do we go? Light. And then dark. I think the other way's better. Or even grey metal. Quite like that. Look how subtle that is because the colours are like so close. Yeah, let's do that. Right. Now what we need to do is select the entire thing, move it across one block, and then grab this guy. This big old defensive panel. This thing's going to be really freaking hard to kill in game as well because of this one panel. Like, it's going to stop so many shots. Especially if we have something like a recoilless rifle as well. So this is what you've been doing, Notch, since you screwed on selling Minecraft. Yeah, exactly. I'm actually secretly Notch. God, this music sucks. Sounds like I'm in a shopping mall. I'm trying to sell you some product. Where's my Spotify? Go away. So yeah, if you guys are enjoying the stream as well, please remember to hit that like button. it does help out. How many likes we on now? 21. All right, come on, guys. We gotta get to 50. Every stream, it's the number 50 means it's a good stream. Everyone knows that. That's like the YouTube secret, right? If something hasn't got 50 likes, then it's probably not good. Cool. And I should probably do one more layer actually to get that wheel in. No, we shouldn't. All right, okay. So this is pretty good. We got like a nice little base for the tank. Now the question is, do we finish shaping it, or do we start doing detail, like, you know, stuff on here as we build it up? I think, to be honest, finishing the shape might be best. Yeah. This song also sucks. That's the thing with royalty-free music, is it sucks. Because if they were any good at making music, they wouldn't be making royalty-free music, you know? What do we got on the back here? We've got some kind of just things. Look how fat the flat bottom looks so strange, but I guess it's gonna kind of look like that anyway in real life. Is there gonna be an event where you make the game free for 24 hours? No. No, I need money to live and pay people who make games. But it is going to be discounted in the summer sale. The summer Steam sale, which is coming kind of soon. I'm not sure I can say much more. Yeah, so this is kind of going up a bit. Right here. And then it's pretty flat from then on. Maybe we can drop it a level here. Yeah, these tanks are like super flat on top. So maybe we need to make this one go up a bit more as well here. Just bin all of that. I should probably use the mirroring tool for this stuff since I am actually mirroring it, but I can't really be bothered. So I'm not gonna. Okay. Looking pretty fab so far though. I'm quite happy with that. Once the more details on it, it'll look a bit better, but just gonna do this now before I forget, because otherwise this tank's gonna be pretty weak without some of these kind of additional supports. Give ourselves a bit more room. Oh, it's gonna look so good next to that one as well. Ah, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm actually doing something good, chat. I'm gonna do that twice as thick, and then just gonna skim off this part here so it's a little bit beveled. These bevels look good. Nice. Yeah, this is the part where I should be mirroring it, but whatever. I'm actually glad that this tank's going ahead. Just tanks are just a lot harder than it looks like to make, apparently. You know, your boys usually got it, but last week I just did not have it. Nice, we've done this in an hour as well. I did this in maybe like 2 hours last time. I was like at this stage after like 2 hours, and I think I even called it there after 2 hours, didn't I? So yeah, I'm glad you guys are joining along, and hopefully you're enjoying the stream. And if you are, hit that like button as well, so we can get more likes, and for no other reason than that. Okay. Start it there, and then rock it back a bit more. Definitely should be just mirroring this right now instead of doing it twice. I want to review the game, but I only review free games. Okay, cool. That sounds really cool, and that sounds so cool that I'm actually going to do this. Hey, Rolfie. Nice. Okay, we got a nice little base here. It's not perfect, but yeah. The next thing I want to do is I want to just make sure that all the parts are connected to each other, so we don't have any connections that are like this, because that can really hinder how the vehicle actually works in game. You know, if it gets shot, then a piece might fall off if it's just hanging on by a string. So yeah, let's grab that again here, and then we're just gonna move it. Hey, so that's a good thing. If there was anything that was kind of like attached just like loosely, like diagonally, so like let's make this bit. You can see here that's like not even attached because it's just diagonal. In fact, we're actually going to make that pink. And you know what? I didn't actually test it properly, so yeah. Okay, so we're going to make that pink there. So that should be the only thing that we see when we move this tank. So let's grab it. You can already see we've made a mistake here on both sides. And then we're going to pull it across. Okay, so those bits are the only mistake parts. And obviously we've got our pink cube there as well. So just as an example to show you that they're diagonally connected. So this part right here, these two bits right here aren't connected because obviously they're part of the tank track. And I'm sure I did this before. So we had the cog to connect those parts. You can see here how that piece of track here is connected to this cog, and this part of track here is connected to this cog. So we need to kind of do the same thing. It's a little bit tricky though. So what we might do instead is actually fake it. So what we can do is like create like this, something that kind of looks like it should be there. But its only job is actually just to hold those kind of bits of track on there. So we could just do something like that, and you can't really see it from the top or the sides, and you don't really know it's there because unless you actually knew. Maybe we could do it like that. I think that might look good. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, perfect. Just need to make sure that those issues just don't happen. So, yeah. Alrighty, so moving on, what we need to do next is figure out where our tank turret is going to go. In the last one, what we did is we actually went in and grabbed, we actually made this color, I think. No, it was this one right here. I'm actually going to just chuck that out so I can show you guys. So this is the kind of the circle in which the turret will rotate on. And we need to figure that out for this tank as well. And since it's a bit bigger, obviously we need to do a bit of a bigger circle. So for now, I'm just going to chuck this on the ground so we can kind of mark up next to it. And what is that? That looks like it's got a radius of 7. So maybe we need to go radius of 9, maybe radius of 11. But let's have a look what that would look like. So that's radius of 9, so that's already pretty damn big. And then let's go bigger again to radius of 11. Now let's put that on a kind of top-down view. What do you guys think then? Should we go for 9 or should we go for 11? Obviously it has to be an odd number because the middle of the tank is on it's an odd number wide, and we do that just so the barrel can look cooler. So yeah, guys, what are you thinking? Let me know in the chat if we're gonna go for 9 or 11. I'm gonna start with 11, and I'm gonna chuck it on top. We're going for 69. Flame was the same. I think that's a bit too big, but it is an odd number, so you're on the right track. I think 11 might be a bit too big. Look at that. That's kind of, yeah, that's not really giving us a knot to go with. Yeah, let's go for 9. Thank you. Appreciate the help. So first we need to line it up properly. It's just going to go on this, somewhere on this grid right here. So there we go. And then we're going to go maybe like nicely sitting at the back-ish there. You can see kind of the turret is generally in the center. So I think that should probably be all right. We can move it later on if it's not perfect. And then we're going to just grab that. And now we have an inside into the vehicle. Okay, so I think we have two options here now. We can either kind of like add more detail, or we can just go ahead and start like sculpting the turret and stuff. Obviously we've got like a pretty good block out now of what the tank's going to look like. We don't really have anything more than that. So yeah, I think what we'll do, yeah, what we'll do is we need to make like a little machine gunny thing here, like they've got there. Yeah, the turret does. I mean, it might even have 3 people in it, right? Because there's like a loader, a gunner, and then there's the commander who would kind of sit even further above and through the little hatch. But it's okay. We can kind of, I think we can kind of figure out how many people are going to sit in here after we've made it, and once we make the chairs and stuff. God, this guy's annoying. You can just be hidden. Cool. Right, so and we also got a nice room here for the hatches as well. Gotta have them little hatches on there. I think maybe we might move this 1 block forward just to squeeze out a little bit more room. Cool. And then what I want to do is go paint in some hatches. Oh no, that's not what I want. Paint in some hatches. So we'll go like 3x5, 3x5. Okay, there we go. Nice, not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. And then we need that kind of like that round ball turret, which is going to be really hard to make. How did I do it in here? I think I just, yeah, we should do kind of like a similar thing for that. Maybe we could even have like 2 guns. You know how some Things have got 2 machine guns. Let's do that. That'll be fun. That looks quite sick. I'm not gonna lie, that looks pretty cool already. Let's finish up this front part, I think. We really need to just put more detail on that front bit, and then it'll be perfect. Hey, Lawrence Hamburg, how's it going? Looking great, Max. Can't you edit with mirror mode on? I could do that if I was a smarter person. No, I know how to do that. I sometimes prefer to just, I don't know, maybe I'm just weird. I just prefer to do it with men, like actually do it myself. But yeah, that's a good suggestion. Make these bits slightly darker. I really like this very slightly darker color that we can use. I'm gonna use it on like these props and stuff. We also still haven't made an actual track tire material, so I need to do that as well. Hey Irishers, how are we doing? Welcome back to the stream. Good to have you here as usual, buddy. Right, look at this. We're making this cool like medium tank. So this is like a light tank we had, and now we're making this medium one, kind of based a little bit off of a Panzer IV, as you can tell with the flat panels. Hey, thank you very much. Thank you. I like these big like barrels at the back, maybe like fuel or something. Oh, this track sucks. That's a freaking cool vehicle. Let's try and get some inspiration about what goes on the front. It's kind of blank, isn't it? I guess maybe we could have some like panels and stuff, maybe. You can kind of just do this stuff. Why don't we do like very basic looking things here that you can barely even see? Yeah, that looks good. That looks good so far. Looking good. Looking good. Yeah, the thing is though, is that's the important parts, right? Like when you're making things in Magicka, especially for radio sign, you've really got to have an idea about what you're making for those, like the details. So if you're making a ship, you want to make sure you've got like how does the plumbing work, right? So you've got to have your like where does the plumbing from the toilet go, and where do the waters go from the sinks, and then those pipes have to lead back to a water tank. You know, that's what I really love about making things in Magicka, like just putting in that like extra detail, and it just kind of, when the entire world is filled with detail like that it really does make the world feel more alive. Okay, yeah, definitely could have some variants, you know? All we got to do is like swap the turret off. Maybe we'll do that on today's stream as well. Good suggestion. 25 likes, guys. We're almost there. We've almost made the number go high enough. Oh, I like this truck. I want to make that. This track sucks as well. I need to have like a stream deck with just a skip music button, because it's just royalty free music, man. It just makes me upset. I made some like kind of weird framework looking thing on the back here. Looks kind of cool. I quite like just this random weird thing here, and I think that kind of adds to it. I think it would be cool as well to make like one of these like fuel barrel looking things, but I'm not really sure exactly how to do that. Maybe like if we take that Maybe. Might just be too big though. Is that gonna just look too big? Kind of does, doesn't it? Maybe we can kind of put some of it into the actual... Very, yeah, I think that's a really good idea, just making different turrets and stuff. Especially it's not even that hard as well, and then you've got different vehicles. And I think that's going to be really fun, you know? Like, I'm really looking forward to just playing the game and being able to, like, steal enemy tanks and stuff and then drive them through their base. You know, a lot of the game is just going to be about that kind of doing some cheeky stuff. Being a cheeky lad, as we call it. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Yeah, okay, I like what we're doing here. I think we're going to keep this. So I was a bit unsure about it, but now I think I like it. I think doing something like that. Oh, you know what we need to do? And I've completely forgotten about this. We need to actually make this thing hollow as well. Otherwise, what's the point? So let's go. I'm gonna be 2 blocks in. We can start doing this just so then it's nothing's floating. I like in this tiny little space trying to figure it out. Come on, we can do it. There we go. Perfect. I think that should be correct. Why is that bit not? Cool. So then if you shoot this open, then you can actually see that it's like hollow inside. A cheeky breaky, exactly. Catch up in the chat here. Moon Monkey's here. Hey Moon Monkey, how we doing? Welcome back to the stream. Hello, nice tanks. Could you make a Stug 3 and a Sturm Tiger? 2 of my favorite German tanks. I've been playing War Thunder a lot recently. 175 hours since 20th of April, so I know a bit about tanks. Yeah, love I love War Thunder, although it's one of those games that just burns you out, you know, you play a bit too much. But yeah, no, we're not making any real life tanks here. We're making like purely fictional tanks for the game. But I can make a kind of tank inspired by that for sure. But as for actually making that specific tank, it's not really what we're about here for this game. But thanks for the suggestion anyway. Oh, Max, you idiot. Look at that. It's not even bloody... It's not even... Is this actually... Oh, the reason why it's not working is because the barrel thing isn't actually odd. It's got to be odd. If it's on an even grid, then it's not going to work, is it? Duh. So we're just going to grab this. Nope. We're just going to grab this. And so we're going to be 2 in from there, and then we're going to grab that. Cool. I like that. That is a nice rear, if I've ever seen a nice rear. And then we're going to go with like some kind of exhausts that come out nope, here. So then when we make the engine, we need to know, does that look like a face, anyone? Like with this is like the teeth and these are the eyes. Look at that. It's looking pretty good. And then we know later on that that's going to be here. And then we could even make it so there's like a fuel line as well. Are there going to be any Easter eggs in the game? There's going to be loads of Easter eggs in the game, you know? That's kind of the fun bit about making this giant, massive open world. I think it's 9 kilometers squared. I think that's how big it is. I might have to check. I haven't looked at it in a while. This man is one of the best streamers. Thank you very much, Morgan Rocks. I appreciate it. You know what? You rock. Is it possible to make a wobbly player model in the game? Wobbly Rick, what are we talking about here? What kind of wobbly? Like drunk wobbly or like old man wobbly? Because I feel like those are two very different things, you know? Right, so look, we got a fuel line, we got a nice exhaust line there as well. Perfect. Moonmonkey saying, okay, Sturm Tiger, I think that's how you say it, has an iconic short turret barrel, which could be the inspiration. If you Google it, it's the first image that comes up. It's a perfectly good example of a Sturm Tiger. Tiger. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, this fat guy. I think if we actually have a reference of that, one of these guys is that, isn't it? Yeah, right there. There's a Sturm Tiger. Oh Lord, he a fatty. Yeah, I mean, we could do some of these fixed turret ones as well. I think that would be quite fun. But, you know, especially like this kind of stuff, that's quite cool. God, they're so ugly, but I guess they work. Can you make a tank that's purely from your imagination? No inspiration from existing tanks. SLB Black. I think that's a bloody amazing idea. That would be like a really, really fun thing to do as like a little challenge. I do want to do a 24-hour stream sometime soon working on Radio Silent. So if you guys want to, maybe we'll do like a charity stream as well. I think that would be really neat. So if you guys want, we can do like a charity stream where I just do like 24 hours of Radio Silent work. I don't know when it's going to be, but I definitely want to do one. So yeah, we'll do something like that. Maybe the weeks coming up to it, I'll ask for suggestions of things to do on the stream. Obviously, you know, like within the realm of game design. You know, I don't think you guys want to watch me see how much food I can shove in my face. You know, I think that's kind of just a bit weird. So we'll go with just game design stuff. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. But energy drinks. To be honest, the only energy drink I need is water. But yeah, what we'll do is also to keep the stream like kind of fresh. I'll be doing like different things the entire time. So we'll do like a couple of vehicles. I mean, what can I get done in 24 hours? Probably maybe like 4 or 5 vehicles. Because as the stream goes on, productivity is just going to go like, it's going to go like this. It's going to spike up and then it's just going to go like straight down. And it's probably going to peak up at the end and then it's going to go down again. So, yeah, well, I'll probably like plan it. I'll probably have like a hour by hour or at least task by task of like what to do. But yeah, great suggestions. Maybe Itchy can somehow collate a list of all these suggestions that come in. So yeah, Itchy, write that one down. Thank you. To do, yeah, a tank from my imagination. SLB Black. Maybe we can even write down who suggested it too. So yeah, write that down. SLB Black. Do you use a custom palette? Can we find it anywhere? Yes, Lawrence, you can. If you go to the Discord, linked in the description below, there's a Radio Silent info and channel name. So go to that one, and then there's also a builder's guide. So I've made a complete written guide. It's not very long, but it's very informative of like kind of things you need to know to be able to make things for the video game, especially like how the palette works and everything. It's very important. So yeah, check that out. Itchy just put a link in chat. Which will, yeah, give you an idea of what's you got to do. Okay, right, so we got this far. I think The front end is looking pretty good. I think with the turret, it'll kind of add a bit more to it. So we won't worry about doing too much more. Shall we get on with the actual turret? Oh, no, we'll do the back first. We'll do the back because the turret is the worst bit for me. Like, I just can't make tank turrets. So I think what we'll do is we'll look at this and just kind of make some random thing that kind of relates to that. We could even, to be fair, do the... we could do the engine first, right? The engine and the radiators first. So, yeah, maybe we'll do that. So I'm going to just type in a Google. I'm going to just find some images of random engines. I actually do have a little... Yeah, over here we got... I think these are boat engines, but... Oh god, that was huge. If you guys don't know as well, this software they use here is called PureRef, and it's like really freaking good. I love it. You know, I'm not being paid to say that. I genuinely think this stuff is... this software here is awesome. Okay, so we got a bunch of different engines there, and we're gonna just loosely kind of make an engine. Right, so I'm just gonna zoom in on that and tighten that up a little bit. Oh. There we go. Yeah, you're welcome, Lawrence. Good luck with it. You know, I'm always in the Radio Silent discussion channel on Discord, so if you do have any questions or anything, there's also some other people that can help you out there, but you know, I will probably be answering those questions. Can you add bombers? Halifax-inspired aircraft uploaded to the RS? Yeah, I mean, realistically, right, as the Builder's Guide says, we're looking more towards having submissions that are things like buildings, bigger projects, smaller things. It's just, I'm not really looking for that, you know. If it's like a chair, I can make a chair in like, you know, 30 seconds. So if you're submitting something like a chair, then I'm going to be a bit like, maybe not, you know, like a chair is literally just like, I say it's easy, I'm probably going to fuck this up, but you know, a chair is just so easy to make. It's just kind of pointless to be submitting stuff like this where I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah, actually, to be fair, that should be a little bit taller. But so yeah, I'm looking for things like the big projects, you know, like working on something for a while, following the Builder's Guide. Yeah, there you go. Boom, we got a chair. You know, less vehicles as well. Like vehicles are cool and everything to make, but at the same time, like I kind of enjoy doing those, so I kind of want to do those myself. It's more like the monotonous things that I kind of want to get assistance with. Yeah. Right, we're gonna just... I realize I kind of want to have like a lighter color for these. Yeah. So we're gonna kind of make that bit brighter, because I just noticed as well, like, you know, this I think is the exhaust, or it might not be, but either way, I want to have like a light exhaust. Okay, so let's make a big green engine. And I'm just going to be spitballing this, really. You know, not actually making anything based on any real world design, kind of just going off on my own thing. Obviously looking over at these references and taking a look at them as we go, but for the most part, it doesn't really matter that it's not exact. Nope. I do like the details though, you know, these details make all the difference when you're smashing open this tank with, I don't know, a recoilless rifle or whatever. I've been playing a bit of Call to Arms. If you guys have ever heard of Call to Arms, it's like an RTS game, a real-time strategy game, and it's really fun. It's kind of a spiritual successor to Men of War Assault Squad 2, which is another RTS game, but it's really cool. You can kind of like, you basically can take like direct control of each individual troop on the battlefield, and that's just something that I just freaking love about it. It was actually, that game was actually one of the inspirations behind Radio Silent, believe it or not, because there's like a mod that I really like on there, and I was like, oh, you know, I was thinking about what that mod looked like if it was in more of like a first-person format. Right, we are getting there. I'm quite liking how this thing's going so far. We're a bit of an indent here, whatever. Looks like a pretty good engine to me, if I've ever seen a good engine, which I haven't. So then we're going to go like that. Right down to there. Where was that? Yeah, it's like right there. We'll go from here to here. I really should just be using the mirroring tool, shouldn't I? Just because I'm not really used to it. I always just do kind of things by hand and free flow it. So I don't really, and I think this tank is, it's almost mirrored. Obviously we've got these bits at the front. Yeah, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if it's going to be in the game or not, you know, just making something yourself and having fun creating something is kind of the point of what we're doing here. So, you know, doesn't matter. Looks like you've got to put the pipe on the rear exhaust. These are the rear exhausts. So, Jacob's asking when the Hydrogen multiplayer update's coming out. That is, we do not have a date for it yet, but as soon as we know a date, I will let you guys know on my Twitter, on Discord, and on YouTube as well. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you're following my Twitter, and make sure you're on the Discord server, which we just hit 10,000 members yesterday. How cool is that? I got made a Discord partner a few weeks ago now, but it's quite nice that we actually hit that big old 10k members. Right, I want to put in a couple of radiators here, and we're just going to like mirror them as well. So oh yeah, actually we need this kind of like fuel intake. Is this actually a fuel barrel? Can anyone tell me what is actually the barrels that you can sometimes see on the back of the back of tanks, like this one here? I've noticed quite a few tanks have got them. There's another one there, so like both of these two have got them, and they are not even the same tank. Look, this one's got one here. This one doesn't have one. Maybe it's inside. But yeah, what are those big barrels? Water. Ah, okay. I was gonna say it would be. Okay, well, Mo Monkey's saying fuel. I guess water would make sense because it's kind of like, you know, to cool it down or whatever. But I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know anything really. I'm just a guy. I like using these random colors, and then we're just gonna make that a bit bigger, close that off, and there we have our own little radiator, and then we can kind of make some little pipes that go into the radiator. Oh no, it's good to me. I'm just gonna copy and paste all of these bits, and we're just gonna actually I want to do something on top as well, but that doesn't matter. We're just gonna flip that, shove it over. Perfect. And then, yeah, I want to make some sort of cool looking things on top. Or maybe just do that. Or maybe just not do anything cool. Yeah, that's pretty neat. I like that. I think that's a nice little engine room. When we're inside as well, we'll kind of cap it off with some other things. Oh, and it's good. This is actually the lighter metal. So we should kind of... Because obviously this doesn't need to be armored or whatever. It's just a... Because we've got tier 3 metal here and we've got tier 4. 2 different types. Magic of Voxel won't save my notes, so I have to type them out every time. Any suggestions? So the notes are saved to the Magic of Voxel file. They're not saved to the program or anything. But there is in these options over here in... Okay, you can't see it because my head's in the way. So let me just move my big fat head. Over here, if you click over here in I/O, you can basically export and import a note right here. So yeah, that's a pretty useful thing right there. I hope that helps. Nicholas saying, hey, I think a level on a moving train would be good. Yeah, I think a moving train thing. The thing is with the game is it's not really going to be like linear storylines. It's going to be like sandbox kind of adventure. Also, I really got to just sort out this. Hold on. I look so bloody weird. There we go. That's a bit nicer. Looking so yellow. I was looking like I was living in a bloody tangerine or something. Okay, that's a really cool looking engine, so I'm actually really proud about that. So, what was I explaining before I went off on that? Anyone? Brain no worky today. Oh right, yeah, that was it. So the game isn't going to be linear. We're going to be creating like sandbox missions. So you log in with your friends and you're stuck in this building and you want to kind of maybe like barricade this room up. And then someone says to you, like an NPC comes along and is like, hey, we really need help. One of our farms is being pillaged by some of the Hellsteig. And then you and your buddies run over there trying to avoid getting captured on the way. And then you go beat up some Germans, oh sorry, not Germans, the Hellsteigs, and then you run back to your little home and hide in there. And that's kind of the vibe of the game really, is like going off doing these cool missions and upgrading your guns and upgrading maybe like a little base where you can put in these defensive things. Rather than having these kind of preset missions that are already made, I just kind of prefer games that are a little bit more sandbox and open to these like really fun gameplay mechanics. But thank you very much for the suggestion. I think having moving trains anyway, and kind of maybe having sandbox missions that relate to moving trains could work very well. So yeah, cool. Thanks for the suggestion anyway. Hey Megan, so we're not taking intern applications. I don't really do interns because I prefer to pay people. But we have got a couple of jobs coming up that'll be posted on the Foulball Hangover website, probably to this week, maybe next week, depends. Itchy's just got to update the website to have the jobs page on it, and then I've got to actually write them. But we have got some job applications coming up. One is a VFX artist, one is a so we've got a VFX artist, we've got an AI programmer, and the other one is a music composer as well. So we've got all these three. They're mostly short-term contracts and stuff, but for the Magicka side of things in here, we do take user submissions as well. So if you head over to the Discord, you can find out all the information about submitting something to go into the video game. Yeah. And you know, feel free to join us over there, where we kind of share our Magicka models in the Radio Silent discussion channel. Hey, and Zenok 2, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Right, so we need to make some sort of like radiator-y kind of things here at the back. This is what I did for the other one. I kind of just put some slots in there, some little roundy things, some more roundy things, and that's about it. So let's kind of do something similar. Yeah, if you're familiar with Unreal Engine's AI programming, we are looking for a pretty good AI programmer as well. So if it's something that you're kind of new to, it might not be the position for you. But feel free to send us your portfolio anyway. My email is max@foulballhangover.com. Right, so let's look at some of these top-down things. Thingamabobs, we've got some cool ones over here. Oh, I like this one, this big panel. We may change this later on as well after we put the turret in. Just depending on what the space is kind of looking like. But yeah, let's put like a panel in there. Let's actually make it 3D. I prefer them when they're a bit more 3D. Let's put some slots for handles or whatever your imagination can muster. Hey, I'm doing good. I'm doing great. We're having a good stream. Last time I tried to attempt doing one of these things on stream, last week, it did not go very well at all. And this week we're doing way better. And I don't know, maybe one person in this chat is like the lucky charm who wasn't here last week. But if it is your first time in this stream, let me know. You know, I like to hear if there is any new people. We can treat it like your first birthday of the stream. I don't know where I'm going with that, but yeah. Right, let's make some dots. Let's make some other dots. 1, 2, 3. In fact, is that just going to be a... Yeah, that is literally just a hole in there. So ooh, I like that. Look at that. Now the radiators actually have like a actual radiator-y thing. We like that a lot. Yeah, cool. It's going well. It's going really well. Okay, so we got a couple of these little radiatory things, and now, what else? I'm just grabbing like random inspiration at this point, and that's kind of how I like to do it. You know, just look at random shapes until one of those shapes pops into your head. Yeah, happy with that. And then maybe just one more thing to tie it off. Maybe a square looking box. A box, not a circle. There we go. Yeah. Perfect. God, this is so good. It's actually going really well. Okay. I say it's going well, but now it's time. It's time for the bit which I know is going to drive me absolutely fucking bonkers, and it's to make the turret. I'm just going to test and make sure everything's fully connected properly first. Yeah, it looks good. But look at that. That is an amazing start to a tank. I am very happy with that so far. I think that looks absolutely amazing. I think the front could use a bit more love, but so far I think we're good. Right. Is everything destructible, or objects like the orcs barrels one piece? I'm not sure what you mean by orcs barrels. But yeah, everything in the game is going to be destructible. To an extent, there is going to be like a few things that are like because of like mission objects, like sometimes they won't be destructible. Like let's say if there's like a bunker and there's like a boss in that bunker, and we need the players to just go through one specific doorway, then there will be like very, very small instances like that. But I mean, we're talking like 0.5, maybe even less, 0.1% of the world will be like not destructible. So yeah, pretty much entirely destructible. There will, yeah, basically you'll be able to blow through anything. You know, you'll be able to blow through windows and walls and wooden things and furniture and just everything. Everything's going to be destructible. You could, you know, if you needed to escape a building, you could just blow a hole through the ground, put a satchel charge there, just blow a hole straight through the ground, get through the basement, leave out the basement back door or something like that. You know, like that's the kind of fun gameplay experience that you can expect from Radio Silent. Megan's saying, I have some friends from university that I think would be really interested, or you could always talk to Code Bullet. Yeah, I'm not sure. Code Bullet is interested in game development. He's a really cool guy, though, if you guys have ever seen his videos. He makes these like AI programming videos where he just makes silly AI. Egg. Oh, we got a new viewer, Egg. Yeah, if you guys didn't know. If you are new, if you are old to the channel, in fact, hold on, I can make a poll now. I never knew I could make a poll. Oh, let's do that. Yeah, we're gonna make a nice little poll. In fact, did that even go up on the chat? I don't know how YouTube works, guys. It might have just gone on the community post. There it is. There it is. It worked. I did something. Get in. Get in. But yeah, if you are here before, give me a little egg emoji in the chat. Give me one of them eggs. Sorry, let me continue reading some of these messages. I hate going on someone's stream and they're just like not talking at all, or they're just like completely ignoring the chat. I freaking hate it. Anyway, I'm gonna continue looking at these messages. So you're already on Discord though. That's cool. Huge fan of Hydrogen and saw you were streaming, so I was very interested. Well, thank you very much for joining. I appreciate it. Will you add dogs, cats, etc.? Will they be petable? Probably not. Thanks anyway. You know what would look awesome? Pivoting the turret at like 30 degrees from the tank body. Oh god, that would be so hard to do. I'm gonna try and just do it just for the fun of it now, but it's not gonna look good. Just gotta get rid of these parts here. Okay, and then we're gonna rotate. Oh no, we can rotate like this. You know, we can have a nice bit of a sideways tank action, but as far as actually rotating at 30 degrees, it's gonna look horrible. Will there be a vehicle repair system? I think what we should do is have it so you can repair like a tire, or you can repair a tank track, but like actually being able to repair like a vehicle, like going in and fixing the engine because there's a bullet hole in it, I don't think that's gonna work, because you wouldn't really do that in real life. Like, yeah, in some video games you might. I think one of these things is just down to gameplay, and like you test out the vehicles and then you kind of go, you know what, we actually need a way to fix the engine, or maybe you already have a way to fix the engine and it feels a bit too overpowered, so you remove that. It's one of those features where you really got to just figure out as you develop the game, I think. But yeah. But yeah, Megan, feel free to let your university friends know on Twitter. If you have me on Twitter, I'll probably post up the job post in there as well, so you can probably forward it onto them. Right. Oh yeah, I've seen that one where it's like, can you pet the dog? The Twitter. Right. Okay. So how do we make this last one? I can't even remember. because it was, oh god. All right, so what we need to focus on this time is it doesn't need to be rounded. It needs to kind of be like straight faces and angles everywhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this because I know that it's not going to work first time. Hold on, I just want to get rid of these. They're kind of annoying me. So what I want to do is I'm going to create it in big old hot red right now. So we need to be working with straight lines and not rounded edges. So you can see it's like straight corner there, straight corner, straight, and then kind of straight, flat, straight. That's what we need to do. Because instead of just making it rounded like this thing. And the turret has to kind of go above here. So let's start it like this. And we'll mirror it afterwards. Oh yeah, Flame Wars, I see that. I don't have the new version of Magicka because I don't like it, and it doesn't have the new gizmo thing where you can rotate things using a gizmo. Yeah. What would this look like? Quite a square turret, and I kind of like that. Also, we're probably going to put different turrets on this as well. It's very flat at the front. So maybe something like that. And then like so. Yes. Yes. And then we want to go all the way around. And then add like another layer, basically. God, this red is like burning my eyeballs for some reason. Like, I'm just used to looking at this dark grey this entire time. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting somewhere. We want to go up a level, basically. Okay, I can't look at this red anymore. We're gonna make it this red. No, we're gonna make it this red. That's a little bit nicer on the eyeballs. Would it be guaranteed to accept if I made a... Nothing is guaranteed in life, my dear friend. Just make it, man. Just make it and enjoy it. And, you know, it might go in or it might not. But, you know, I don't know what your skill level's like, so I can't really give any promises. But, yeah, at the end of the day, you know, it's a fun program to play around with. So, if it doesn't make it into the game, it's not the worst thing ever. Yeah, that red. Right, let's have a look at this poll. So 79% returning, 21% first time. I wish there was some sort of reward you could get for like voting one of these things. Like I think Twitch has got that thing where you can like, it's not really a poll, it's more of like a betting kind of thing where you bet channel points and stuff. YouTube really needs to step up the game. I think I even said that last week. That it would be really cool to have something like that. Anyway, what are we thinking? Is this tall enough? This turret? I'm not sure if I like it. I'm not sure if I like it, but we shall continue onwards. Yeah, if you think you're decent enough, then you know, submit it. So far, I haven't accepted anything yet, and that's partly because we haven't really properly started building the world out. What have I done here, by the way? Okay, yeah, I'm literally just wrapping it off pretty much like this. Maybe we'll just kind of work with it and we'll see what works. We'll work with it and see what works. That's freaking English. Yeah, we're gonna just keep going. We're gonna keep going and we're gonna keep going. And if it sucks at the end of it, I'm just gonna remove it, start again. Deal. Yeah, Flame Wars paintings they will be accepted for sure because they are really, really cool. Although he does need to change them so the materials are correct and also the characters fit the world. So when the characters are actually finished in the game. But yeah, that was how many streams ago now? 4 streams ago, maybe. I think we had a look at them and they look great. They look honestly really, really cool. Okay, so this is going to be like the little tanky bait, the tanky thingy mabobby, the barrel, that's the word. Imagine being in the middle of like World War II and you're like, we need more shells in the tanky thingy mabobby, and then everyone around you is like, what the fuck? No, aren't a fan of that one. Oh, I did a really good like tank thing the other day and now I can't even make a good one. This thing looks like crap. It's just a bit too thick, isn't it? It's got a bit too much of that thickness. Oh yeah, I know what we can do instead. We'll pop that out a bit more and then we'll go like this. That's going to be floating, so that's not going to work. I could maybe put something on it instead. Yeah, that looks good. That looks like we're getting somewhere. Okay, we're going to ignore that for now, and then... Oh, yeah, yep. Yep, he's done it. That looks good. Could even put in some sort of like little crosshair, little hindsight rather. Yeah, okay. I'm a bit of a fan of that. Although is it too small? Do we need to move everything up one? I think we might have to. Maybe even move it up 2. Oh, we've got to that stage, folks, where it's starting to look shit. It's starting to get to that stage. Yeah, it's a good suggestion, Tayat. Sorry if I'm butchering that. You can always spice it. They're saying you can always spice up the general shape with some clutter later. Yeah. How do you submit your models? So there is a Google sheet form on Discord. All the instructions for building and the template project and everything like that. It's all on Discord in the Radio Silent info channel. This is tonk. It is very tonk, isn't it, Haran? Canon too big. Canon might be too big. Yeah, I guess if you actually look at it, a lot of these things, they... in fact, if this is the Panzer IV, you can see it kind of goes out a little bit more. That looks like it's actually in scale lengthways to me. But yeah, it's just... I don't know. Let's have a look here. Okay, so let's look at ratios. So, in fact, where's a better one? Here's a better one. Right. That should actually be smaller, yeah. Maybe this big instead. Just a shame how flat this thing looks. Okay, we're gonna start again. We're gonna start completely again. Not from the very start, but... Oh god. Oh god, what have I done? Okay. We're gonna do this again. And we're gonna do it right this time. But before we do that, I'm going to go take a bathroom break. So I will leave you with this amazing be right back screen. I will be back shortly. And I'm back. How we doing? Yeah, unfortunately there isn't a half voxel scale at all, but it's okay. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there eventually. Oh, the whole Where's Waldo thing was just because I was in the bathroom. Anyway, we're gonna take a look at this, right? So my idea now is we're gonna grab this. And we can actually properly look at the shape now. So it is actually very close to a circle on here, but then out here it's not. So let's have a look. The turret is literally the hardest bit. Has anyone else made a tank before in Magic of Voxel? And did you struggle with making the turret? Because I just really do. I mean, look at this. So we've got flat, angle, angle. I mean, to be honest, around the back it can be kind of rounded, but it's just that front it really can't, can it? About that. To be fair, that's exactly perfect, but like the wrong way around, maybe? Okay. This is maybe saying something. We're gonna go 3 and then 2 and then maybe 1 after that. In height. Yeah, what do you guys think? What do you think about this so far? I'm kind of liking it. It's starting to get there, I think. I hope. Just geometry. It's just trying to play around with that geometry to get it look nice. It's tricky, to say the least. Look at that. We got a very steep angle there. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe we shouldn't be playing around with too many angles. Okay, what if we copy and paste that, chuck it up there somewhere. Right, and then I want to go for everything but this. I want to get rid of that. And I'm going to go turret. And then, should we... I feel like I'm just going crazy here. And you guys are just witnessing my spiral into insanity. Yes, okay, yeah, so everyone's having a tricky time with it. Hey, Stoan, how we doing? 33 likes. Are we gonna make it? Are we gonna make... hold on, let's make another poll. I'm kind of liking these polls. I don't know about you guys. Oh, I can't make another poll. Or can I? I don't know. It's gonna make another one, but I guess YouTube is like, no, you're not allowed to have fun on YouTube. Right. So that's this little roundy bit. Maybe we can even make it. Yeah, we'll just make it like that. Right, and then that's that little bit here. Then what if we do this? We're gonna probably cut a hole through and then make that out there, and then oh, we can make another hole. That's wicked. Nice, that's a really good mix. 36% new. I like that. Welcome to the stream. If you guys are new here, we're making a game called Radio Silent, and it is a voxel-based ultimate destruction game set in like a post-World War, a World War II alternative universe, should I say? And yeah, good to have you guys here. Feel free to give me suggestions about what you're seeing on screen. You know, if you want to, if you think I'm making something that should be kind of made in a different kind of way, then please feel free to give me tips. I've been doing this software for maybe about a year now. So, you know, let me know how you feel. All right, we're going to try it this way. This is just... Doing the turret is like one of the hardest things, right? So, we're trying. I still don't like the turret, like the barrel turret part, but Ah, yeah, they're interesting. These are some nice turrets I'm seeing on Discord. Enzenoc, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. If you guys are actually enjoying the streams as well, we do have YouTube membership as well. So all the money goes to the community helper team, the people who are like moderating the channel and stuff, as well as the Discord server. All the money goes to them. So if you do want to support us further, it's a great way to do it. If not, if you just want to chill, it's also completely fine. Okay. I feel like this isn't the proper way of doing things, but we're going to try it anyway. God, this is so difficult. This is so ridiculously hard. But sometimes it's like that. Can you use a tank is a real question, asking Red Wolf. Yes, you can. In the game, you'll be able to be chased by tanks and steal tanks as well. I haven't set it up yet, but you will be able to. Ah, we just keep starting again. That's what we do on this channel, is just keep starting again. I think we may need a different approach. Also, this is kind of like tapered up as well. I've kind of just been ignoring the fact that it does that, but maybe that's what we're doing wrong. I don't even know how I'd do that as well, actually, thinking about it. Is it me, or does this song suck, as usual? This is so difficult. We're gonna get there though. I'm determined by the end of this stream. We've done what, 2 hours now? Yeah, 2 hours. By the end of the stream, we're gonna nail this turret, and then I'm probably gonna call it a day. And then next week, we're gonna make a new turret, and we'll also decorate the rest of the tank, because I don't think there's enough decorations. Like, I want to strap like logs and shit to the side of these, give it a bit more color. Yeah, that's a good strat. I don't know if that's going to work with me though, you know? I think it's... everyone's got their own way of doing things. Yeah, so he just posted some... Flamewell's just posted some screenshots in the Discord channel, which I was just taking a peek at. And they're good, but they're not quite how I like to do things. You know, I think everyone's got their own kind of style of how they work, and it's just not quite what I'm going for. Maybe this is just too narrow as well. Maybe I'm starting from a too narrow of a position. Okay, I quite like this so far right here. This kind of top part. If we're going to start working top down, that might work. It's so difficult. Because it's obviously like angled armor, right? So then if it gets shot at, it's not gonna just crumble. Okay, I got one strategy I'm thinking about. What if it's like this, and then we take parts and kind of prop it in? I don't like this front bit. I think that might work. Oh yeah, okay. This is what I would call promising. What if we make it like this? So it's like inverted in on itself. Like we've got that angled ramp kind of up here. Up in this thing. Maybe even, what if we actually... Okay, I feel like a mad scientist right now. What if we do this, and then we... do that? Nah, it's got to come more outy. Like a weird belly button. It's got to be an outie. That's a potential. Okay, I think this is actually getting somewhere, you know? I think this is something we can work with. Compared to this, it's like a lot more interesting to look at. So yeah, let's continue on, let's press on, and hopefully not mess anything else up. Kind of just make it super steep at the back here. And then we're just going to mirror it as well, because I can't bother to do it twice. Oh my god, Max uses the mirror tool one time. He's actually using the mirror tool. Oh my god. But he never uses the mirror tool, but he's going to use it today. Okay. First he's got to figure out what the middle is. Cool. Okay. Okay. Have we got it? Have we got it? It's almost there. I think this needs to be ramped in. But other than that, I think that's almost it. And I know this, if you're confused about what I'm actually talking about, or maybe you've left this what is this, a stream? Maybe you've left this stream already because my descent into madness is just too much to watch. But I think we might have this one, chat. And you guys have been so brave sitting here listening to my absolute rambling. I don't think anyone's called the police on me yet for being an absolute nutter. But doesn't it feel good to maybe get somewhere? Keep that like that. Okay, right. So this just needs a nice little angle down, and then we're dead. And then we're dead. We're done. Right. There's our angle. Now let's fill it in. You know what, guys? We're almost there. Oh yes, look at that. How is it that hard to make something so simple? I genuinely don't understand how that is so difficult. Okay. I'm a fan of it. I think that's brilliant. We're getting there. Sorry I haven't been looking at chat. I've just been concentrating, trying to push out that last bit, but we got it. Will this have modding support? Probably not. It's not really going to be one of those games, but maybe in the future if it's sort of getting there, you know, and it's kind of looking like a good game to mod, but we'll see. Sorry, yeah, you guys have been giving me advice this entire time and I've just not even been looking. I'm sorry about that. The size of the turret is the same as the track. Don't worry me with that. Google Halifax B MK3A. Cool. Halifax B MK3A. That's a cool one. So we're going to be going for more German-looking planes because the game. I mean, it might actually have some good guy planes. So yeah, it's a cool-looking plane, but I'm not sure if we're going to be going for those kind of planes just yet. Anyway, this is really okay. Hmm. I think it's... What are we thinking? What do we think about that one, chat? Is this thing too high now? I'm looking at it. Is it too big? Nah, it's kind of got to be. Maybe because it's red, that's why it's looking a bit too weird. Yeah, I'm thinking it might be too small. Okay, but what kind of small? Is it too short? What if that bottom layer is one block in? Yeah, talk to me. Using words like short isn't super helpful, but I appreciate the comments anyway. What? Oh, whoops. Short and flat. Turret's too small. Turret is too small. Okay, well that's fine if the turret's too small. We can make it longer. Actually, no, I kind of like it that size. Stairwan is saying maybe if you rise up 2 block and narrow. Maybe if you rise up 2 block and narrow below in that 2 block. Okay, I get what you're saying. Like I just did then. So I just got to go one more. It looks so like turrety though. It kind of doesn't merge with the rest of the tank that high. Oh. What if we do just go out one by one? Now it looks so square. God, who would have thought making tanks would be literally like one of the hardest things? They're so difficult to do. More bigger, make the tube bigger. What tube? This tube? This one. Thing is, if I do that, it starts to kind of look a bit shit. You know, if we just make that bigger like that, then it's kind of just Oh wow, Irish has just posted a couple really awesome screenshots on Discord. It looks like the scale is completely off. You want to put the little man, put this guy right next to it, because it's a great looking truck, but the scale looks massively too big. But if you aren't making it for the game, it looks awesome anyway. But either way, both trucks you made there look awesome. But yeah, they look way too big. Same with the tank as well, actually, that you made. The tank looks cool though, but yeah. Sorry, I'm just checking like millions of chats, right. Okay, they are. So Irish says that one we just saw wasn't actually for Radio Silent. But he wanted to improve and making some random stuff. Yeah, that's awesome. I will say though, switching up your voxel scale will make it a lot harder. So if you are intending to work on things for fun and then submit things for Radio Silent, I would say try and use the scale while you're making the things for fun. Otherwise you're going to confuse your brain and make it harder to actually make these assets. But they do look wonderful though, so good job on them. Any way to submit creations without Discord? Yeah, I mean, so here's the where is the Google Form sheet? I'm going to post in chat right now. This is where to submit your voxel models, but you do want to read what's on Discord, and you want to follow the builder's manual as well. The builder's manual can be found right here on this link as well. Make sure you look at that, and also you're going to need the default palette as well, which is only available on Discord because I don't know how to upload it to a website so you can download it. Maybe in the future we can kind of put that on the new website, but yeah, maybe get someone to send it to you or something. But you are going to need this palette because obviously if you're submitting something, it has to follow that palette. Okay. What do we do with this? Yeah, there we go. And there's also that website, the proper website. I need to probably get rid of the other links for the other one. Okay, you know what we're gonna do today, guys? I think we're gonna call it done for today on this. I think we've got quite a lot done already. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna leave it how it is now, and then we're gonna revisit it next Tuesday. I think what's next Tuesday? The 29th. So yeah, I don't think I've got anything planned, but we're going to revisit this next Tuesday, and we're going to finish this tank, and then we're going to do some detail on the next one, and then maybe even start a new tank, or maybe make some different turrets for this one that we've been working on this time. But thank you so much for joining me, guys. I've really enjoyed this week. It's been way better than last week anyway, where I was just so confused and I couldn't really make anything. Thanks so much for joining, everyone. And if you do have any questions about anything, maybe like Hydroneer related or Radio Silent or anything like that, now's the time to ask me. I'm going to be looking at chat and answering some questions before I leave. But if you are heading off, then thanks for joining. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the chat, and I can go over some of them now. So yeah, throw your questions in, and I'll answer them as they come in. Hydroneer related, Radio Silent related, doesn't really matter. Whatever you want to ask, you go right ahead, sunshine. And let's just make this bigger. There we go. And then on the other side, we'll have our little tank that we've been working on today. We'll hide this thing a little bit as well. Okay. Oh, right. Yeah. What you got? Any questions? Any questions at all? Not really sure if we got any questions. But yeah, I'm really excited to get started on the actual building the entire world of Radio Silent, and actually putting all these models that we've been working on for the last few months and just like throwing them into the game. It's going to be so fun. I'm really excited. I've got loads and loads of models. I think we're actually going to be starting as well this time with the actual city. I know we spent a few, the last streams I've been doing things like the prison camp and what else, and townhouses and stuff like that. And I think maybe I do trains. I can't even remember what I've done on the stream now, but I've literally got hundreds of models now, hundreds of these different assets like this tank here. So yeah. All right. Well, it doesn't look like I'm getting any questions in, which is totally fine. So I will see all you guys same time as always next week. Tuesday, the 29th, 29th of June, 8 p.m. UK time, BST. Oh, we got one question in. We've got two questions in. If I, SLB Black says, if I made my own palette that looks basically exactly like yours, would it count? No, it wouldn't. There's a lot of technicalities that come in with this palette, like things like sound effects, durability, everything like that is on the builder's guide as well. So make sure, I can tell by that question that you just asked, you probably haven't looked at the builder's guide. So I'd really recommend you check out the builder's manual. It has like absolutely everything you need to know about how to build things for this for the game. So yeah, you definitely need to do that. Otherwise it will not work, and I will not be able to accept the submission. You can make it in your own palette and then later on transfer the palette over to the new thing. Although you've got to make sure that you get everything particularly correct on that, and I will be kind of checking over it if it's a submission. But at the same time, you can get some really good constructive feedback. I'm not too harsh or anything when people submit their their stuff for feedback. So yeah, do feel free to submit it using the link, and then if you get it in by next week, then you know you might be on the next stream. Irish is asking, what is something annoying that would be useful for community to make, something that annoying that you don't want to make yourself? And that's exactly the kind of thing that I like to get submitted into this game, is things that I can't really be bothered to make myself. To be honest, like big buildings would be really good. I want to kind of give some like example kind of projects before people kind of embarked on these large projects. But something like that, sure. Let's have a think. Maybe like a pack of like destroyed buildings, you know, like 8 different buildings that are destroyed that I can just kind of like pick up and place down with all their different variable types. That would be really fun to see. What else? Farm buildings, I guess, would be kind of cool. I don't know, maybe I should kind of work on being able to give more suggestions like that. Maybe I'll work on some of that as we progress and put that into the builder's guide of suggestions of things to make. The best thing to do though is just to kind of like come over here to and just find some reference images. Like I've been working on some tunnel systems, so I've got all these different reference images. Some of them from video games and stuff, some of them from just random archive footage of different things. I've been working on like a train station recently that I'll probably show off in the coming videos soon. I've also just got like random images of just things. You know, you can see here I've got like a big city layout with all these different French buildings. Yeah, I just like all this kind of stuff. Things like this massive building complex would be cool. Yeah, just stuff like that. Trees are also a really good one, you know. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, really. This is just my inspiration board, just like a bunch of different concept-y kind of things. You can see, obviously, we've got our tanks kind of in there as well. But yeah, maybe I'll get a list of things that are like requested things for people to make. But the interiors, you can't do the interiors, because then every single instance of that building will have the exact same interior. So what's kind of useful is doing it without any interiors, and then I go in and I decorate every single apartment to be like completely custom, because that's just going to look super interesting when people are like moving around the world. Talvez, France. What is that? Is that a place? Oh, it's like a, yeah, sort of buildings and stuff. Yeah, that looks awesome. How big will the map be? Good question. I think 6 kilometers squared. I could be wrong. 6-7 kilometers squared. I could be wrong about that. I need to double check. But since I'm remaking the map, I haven't exactly planned it out completely properly just yet. Any advice for trees? They're really hard to make. Kind of pick a type of tree and then make it from there. Also, size-wise, you kind of want to make it like a nice height, maybe like 2 stories tall, which is about 48 blocks tall, I think. I can't remember. What version of Magic of Voxel are you using? I have no idea. Is there a way I can check? It's one of the older ones, though. I don't know if there's a way to check, to be honest. But that's why it looks quite a bit different. Yeah, I'm not sure. But, I mean, any Magic of Voxel file will pretty much be able to open in any version. It doesn't really matter too much. I just prefer the tool set of this version. I don't know what it is. If I find out, I'll let you guys know. But yeah. All right, well, I'm going to wrap that up. It's been a really fun stream. It's been a successful stream. Obviously, we've got this far. The tank turret looks a little bit funky right now, but we'll revisit it next week and hopefully create something a lot better. But thanks for joining, everyone. It's been a nice one. Will you be able to tank the mouse? Probably not. We're making kind of tanks based off of our imagination. So they're slightly based on real life tanks, but not quite. So yeah, maybe, I mean, next week we'll probably look at maybe doing a heavy tank. That'd be quite fun. So yeah, so thanks everyone for joining me. I will be here the same time every Tuesday, 8 p.m. BST. Thanks so much for joining, everyone. Remember to check the links in the description for the Discord, my Twitter. And remember to subscribe as well, because that stuff helps your boy out. Anyway, thanks for joining. I will see you guys.